welcome to my YouTube channel. This is BNSF6951, a Vinny Vid Productions video. Hi, I'm Vinny and I will be your host. This is a model railroad channel, so if you enjoy watching scratch builds, layout updates, and rail fatting, and lots of other stuff that pertains to model railroading, this is the channel for you. So if you like what you see, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And after you hit that subscribe button, don't forget to hit that bell. That'll give you a notification of anytime I do a video or live stream. Anyhow, I'm going to ask you guys to do one more thing, and that is to give me the thumbs up. That will help my analytics with YouTube. I hope you enjoyed the video, so let's get going. First, a word from my sponsors. This Vinny Vid production brought to you by Yankee Dabbler. For all your model railroad needs, check out Yankee Dabbler. Don't forget, 7% discount with BNSF 6951. And by Highways and Byways, awesome street graphics for your roads and streets on your model railroad layout. If you guys are looking for sophisticated model railroad electronics, Logic Rail Technology has what you need. For a 5% discount on certain items, use code BNSF 6951. Alright guys, now it's time for the next step on your layout. Trees. I have been dealing with Bob for 7 years now, and he does excellent work on his trees. So if you need some trees on your layout, check out Long Shadow's Trees. Tell him the Cuzzz sent you. Hey everyone, welcome to Friday Night with the Cuzzz. How's everybody doing tonight? I think we're getting a bunch of rain out there. I hear a whole bunch of stuff going on outside my window. Anyhow, let me say hello to a few people here. Hello, Ethan Armitage. How's it going, my friend? Steve, Wigwag Workshop. How's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in tonight. John Skullkill. How's it going, bud? Manny Fernandez. Who else we got in here? Dwight Curley. How's it going, bud? Glad you can make it in here tonight. Who else? Let's see. Low Country, Dave Davenport. How's it going, bud? Glad you can make it in tonight. Let's see. GRE 2057. How's it going? And thanks for answering that question for me. I appreciate that. Let's see. Actually, one of my videos that'll be coming up, not this week, but probably next week, will be on that area with the hootig and all of that stuff. So you might want to be watching that. Let's see who else we got. Dave's Trains, how's it going? Anthony Dodge, glad you could make it in here, bud. Let's see. Don Hennessy, nice to seeing here. Ron Moan, glad you could make it in, bud. What else we got? Let's see. Patrick Halsey, how's it going, bud? Haven't heard from you in a long time. Glad you could make it in. I watched the video. What tonight we're going to do tonight is I am going to join two pieces of flex track together, but it's going to be for a curved piece of track. And Jerry from Boxcar Jerry made a tool. I watched the video. He made this tool for bending microengineering flex track, and I'll show you why he made. Well, I want him to actually show to post his video here tonight, so you guys can go watch it. Anyhow, let's see what else we got. He said he's going to show up. Dustin Zenscale, how's it going, bud? Steve 87 PSAP. Digger Evans, how's it going, my friend? Boxcar Jerry, there he is. Jerry, Uh, grab the link to your video and post it up here. The one where you made that tool for bending the microengineering flex track. I want some people to watch that because that's a pretty neat tool and it works very well with the microengineering. And I'm going to do a follow-up on that tonight. So stay tuned and you'll see what I'm talking about. Who else we got here? Frank Neer, how's it going? Kevin Brown, how's it going, my friend? Joe Rader, how's it going, buddy? Norman Rowe. I don't know. I see Digger saying hello to a lot of people, but I don't see my name in that list of bunch of people there. Let's see who else we got. I said hello to Kevin Brown. Norman Rowe, I think I said hello to. I'm just going through the list here, guys. Lehigh, Ian, how's it going, bud? Glad you can make it in tonight. I have a couple of your videos I need to catch up on, I think. John Tangelo, how's it going, my friend? I think I got everybody. Robert Sacco, how's it going, bud? Glad you can make it in here tonight. Martin Sizemore, how's it going? Hot Rod Rodney, 25. How's it going, my friend? I haven't seen you for quite a while. I hope you're doing okay. How's your racing going? Cool chain layout. Whatever Works Railroad. How's it going, bud? You're new here and welcome. Dave Strange, I believe I said hello to. Chasco, how's it going, buddy? And COTHA. James Young, how's it going, my friend? I think I got everybody now. James Young again, Kevin Brown again. Dundas Junction Model Railroad. James, how's it going, bud? You're new here also. I don't believe I've seen you here before. Welcome. I hope you enjoy tonight. Nolan, how's it going, buddy? Derek Alexander, how's it going, my friend? Boy, a lot of people in here. What do we got? 46. Here. Gary Weiss, how's it going, my friend? Glad you can make it in tonight. Let's see. I think I got just about it. If I missed one of you guys, Frank Neer, how's it going? If I missed anybody, I am sorry, but I'm just going through the list of chat right here. All right. Anyhow, let's get on with the rest of this. I believe I got everybody. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Hello to everybody that I have missed. Let's see. Kyle Stevens, how you doing? Alexander, RDA N scale, how's it going? And I think I got everybody. Hastings BNSF, how's it going? I haven't seen you for quite a while. Glad you can make it in tonight. Anyhow, we're gonna do this right here. I want to thank all my members for my channel, and we're gonna start with Jim Veronico, Bugs Moran, Ron Moen, Dustin Zenscale, Brian Page, Joe Rader, Chris Mitchell, Robert Young, Dave BNSF, Grandpa Rails, Mark Arnold, Denver Rio Grande, Iron Horse Route, that's Brian, and Ken Amos. Thank you so much, guys. I do appreciate it. Also, I want to thank Mr. Dwight Curley from 2 weeks ago with a super chat, Kevin Brown for last week with a super chat, and John Dilly. He's been very active doing the super thanks on my videos, and I do appreciate that. So thank you very much there, Mr. Dilly. Real Artist, how's it going, bud? Nice to see you in here. Who else we got? I think we got everybody. I just don't want to leave anybody out. I feel bad if I leave somebody out. Tomorrow's video is going to be part 4. Get over here, Vinny. Part 4 of Mountains Come to the Helix. And you got to believe, if you can see what's behind me right there, you're going to see how I did all of that in number 4 and then number 5 also. All right, so tonight I do have a small little mail call, and it is from Dave Davenport from Low Country Railroad. Last week I had asked a couple of guys if you wanted to make a trade for some auto racks, some center beams, and or bulkhead flats. Nobody took a bite on that, so I did list them on eBay. Anyhow, Dave did send me a package, and I'm going to get down to the other camera so it's easier to see this. And here's the package that he sent me. And let's see what's in this box. I need a knife. Now, I do need some center beams. I do need bulkhead flats because both of my lumber yards, like I told you guys last week, I went through my inventory on my rolling stock and I have hardly any stuff from my lumber facilities. Anyhow, here's a note, and let's see what this note has to say. It says, hey, Vinny, hope you make use of these. I know you asked for a center beam, but these two passenger cars. How cool. Not too big for my new layout I'm planning. Dave, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So let's see what he's talking about, passenger cars. Woohoo! Because I do need a couple passenger cars I want to stage up in my Williams area of my layout. I know I'm off camera right now, guys. I'm just trying to get this tape off of here. There we go. I think. There we go. All right. All right. Passenger car. Woo, nice. Very nice. Check it out, guys. That's very cool, Dave. I appreciate that. Like I said, I'll probably get some Grand Canyon decals and put it on there. I did ride in two of those cars when we were up in Grand Canyon a few years ago. Let's see what else we got in here. Another one. Nice packing, by the way. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right. Oh, here's the center beam. Very nice. Very nice. It's a CN. Yeah, very nice. Canadian National. Very, very cool. Thank you so much, Dave. I do appreciate that. And finally, we got one more car in here. And let's see if we can open this up. Sometimes this tape just lets go, and sometimes you've got to cut it. And if you don't have a good knife to cut it, it don't cut very well either. There we go. Oh, observation car. Dude, these are very, very cool. You know, because the car that actually I rode in when I was up at did the Grand Canyon tour was a car just like this. And so these are going to look good up in my Williams area. Thank you so much, Dave. I do appreciate that very, very much. Yes, sir. I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff. Now, I had asked Jerry, Boxcar Jerry, if he would post a video that he just did this past week. CP368, how's it going, buddy? Good you can make it in. Anyhow, I wish I could have got some of you guys to take me up on that offer for the trade for the center beams for the auto racks. I'd rather go to somebody in our family here. Vermont Rail fan is here? Really? Hey, buddy, how's it going? Glad you can make it in. So you're going to be down here this next month? I'm going to be pretty busy with doctor stuff all next month, so you need to let me know in advance when you're going to be here. Jack, how's it going, my friend? Glad you can make it in. Dave BNSF Ensko, how's it going, bud? I haven't seen you for a while. Oh, John put the link up. All right, cool. Yeah, so you guys want to check out the link that John, I think that's what Dave just said, that John Schoolkill just posted the video of Jerry's video. Link to Jerry's. Oh, thank you. You're putting it up too, Dave. Very cool. Anyhow, he made a tool, and he made it specifically for microengineering track. And the track that I have here that you see right now is microengineering track. That's all I use on my layout. It's code 55. And he had brought out a point that on some of these, they are whatever they use to make these stiff. On some of them they put too much on there, and it's really hard to bend them. As you can see, I'm bending this right now, but the one that Jerry had was really, really hard to bend. So he showed a piece of flex track, a full section, which is 3 feet, and he started to bend it, and it bended fine. Now, the problem is, if you use a 3-foot section of, let me get back on the camera for a minute. If you use a 3-foot section of flex track to complete your curve, no matter what your radius is, unless you're just going to use that 3-foot section, you're going to have a real tight radius and then come off with 2 straight pieces. But if you want to have a larger radius, one piece of flex track is just not going to do it. So what I'm going to show you guys tonight is how to join flex track on curves. Now, Jerry, you did a great job on showing how to bend that stuff, and it looked out really good. But if you look, when you get to the ends, they're not perfectly straight. Not unless, like I said, you bring it all the way in, and you'll have a radius of about a 10-inch radius or something like that. Not recommended, really. So tonight I'm going to show you guys how to join the flex track on curves and not have any kinks. My entire helix was done the way I'm going to show it to you tonight, and I do not have any problems with derailments in my helix. Hello, Rusty. How's it going, bud? How's it going, James? Nice to see you in here. What are you? Well, James, as far as that goes, I think I have as much microengineering track as I need. I don't think I'm going to need any more track because I am not building any further than what I have right now. Oh, you did? Oh, okay, I got it, Jerry. But and because I didn't see how you did it, this might help you next time you do something like that. Um, I'm not taking anything away from you. Like I said, it's a great little tool. In fact, you should make a few of them and sell them. You know, for people that have code 55 microengineering flex track. Um, anyhow, let's see, Nicholas Tigger, how's it going, bud? Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know who actually bought them, but I heard that they are definitely not going to be in business now. Again, it's just a rumor, so I really don't know. Let's see. Mountain of I take you later this week. All right. Yeah. Like I said, I got a whole bunch of different doctor appointments in the next month coming up. And one of the major ones is going to be getting my hand done. That's going to be on the 21st, I believe, of October, where they're going to cut my hand open and fix that. And then we have to talk about this hand. just to let you guys know, Darren Lagoo, how's it going, bud? I've seen you in here before. Yes, sir. Anyhow, for you guys that are new to my channel, over the past 5 years, I've had every one of my fingers worked on. And it's just a recurring thing that just keeps happening. Some sort of a buildup comes in here, or I get the trigger finger, which locks. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's the 2 things they're going to take care of. Now, last week or 2 weeks ago, I went there to the doctor, and they were going to try something new. It's called no surgery Dupuytren contractus relief. Okay. All right, maybe we'll see. Ryan. Anyhow, let me bring up my co-partner here. Here's Mr. John Dilly. Hello, John.
Hi, Benny. Hey, everybody.
Raise your microphone up, bud. You glow.
Well, maybe I'll set closer. How's that?
Still the same.
Okay, I'll bring it up. Audio. How about now?
It's better, but still a little bit low.
All right. How about right there?
There you go. That's good.
All right. Now let me get my screen back.
All right. So,
Yeah, it is. Huh, Mike?
what's that?
Mike likes my shirt.
I think I said hello to Ron Moan and Bayou Rusty. Yeah, I think I said hello.
Ron,
I said hello
Kyle,
to everyone.
all the Daves and the Johns.
You know, it's funny because when Dave BNSF was living here, he was helping me with my layout, right?
Yeah.
And now, since he's gone, I have acquired another Dave.
Yeah.
And Dave Schenkel, he's really a godsend, man, because I can't use my hands as much as I would like to. That he's been doing really good work with me, not only on the layout but on my house. He's been helping me with stuff on my
really?
house. Yeah, I mean, like he helped me put up my security door that I have out there.
Oh yeah.
I was getting water in my house, and I didn't see how it was coming in, so I bought some of that stuff. You see that guy on TV with the
yeah, does the screen door and the
yeah. The guy he makes a boat. So I went ahead and bought a few cans of that, spraying where I thought it might come in. Now this is really strange because my walls were not wet, my ceiling was not wet. The water was at least 2 feet from the wall. Okay, and there was a puddle like in my living room, right under the couch, where the sleeper part of my couch is.
Yeah.
I went to look out my window and I stepped over that and I felt my foot go into a puddle of water. So I looked down and there was a puddle about this big down there. So I looked behind the couch to see if I, with a flashlight, see if I see where it's coming from. I don't see nothing. So I walk into my kitchen from, how it is from my living room to the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
And I look over at the next window and there was a puddle about this big. And then between that window and the next window, there was another puddle about this big. And I'm looking, so how is this water getting in here? I still don't have a clue of how it's getting in here.
Let's see. I remember. You don't. Well, do you have eaves so the rain wouldn't? If it rained, it wouldn't run straight down the building, right?
And that's one thing I was looking at. I was looking at that because I see these commercials for the gutters and stuff like that. Well, while it was raining yesterday, I went out and looked, and there is no gutters on my house, and none of the houses here have any gutters on it because, well, we don't get that much rain, first of all, right?
Yeah.
But when it was raining, it was hitting the edge of the roof and just falling straight down. And so when I'm looking at that, I'm going in the house and I'm looking up at the ceiling, to see if there's any water, any stains up there.
Right.
Nothing. I looked at the AC vents because there happened to be an AC vent right above where the water was. Yeah. No rust, no water, no nothing.
No.
I have no clue. So like I said, I went out and bought that spray stuff. And where the slab of the house meets the walkway that's right next to that corner.
Right.
Where that corner is, I took that stuff and I sprayed
all
it all the way down there. Yeah, Dave helped me do that. But right now, to this day, I have no clue of how that water got there.
It hasn't happened since then.
And it hasn't happened since then. And what I'm worried about is I just spent $5,000 on my floor.
Right. Was it clear water?
It was just clear water.
Wow.
And I don't want to ruin a $5,000 floor. I can't afford to do that again,
Yeah.
Anyhow,
they're saying, well, see, John Tangillo said you got a big dog you don't know about. Somebody else said something about a ghost had to take a pee. So,
and I can see it on the other side of the house. Like the house, the side I'm talking about now faces east. Okay?
Yeah. The other side has got that slope.
Yeah, and on the other side of the house,
I've seen the water standing on that one side where.
And this is going to sound weird, but when I'm in the bathroom, right, and it was last year, we had a really major rainstorm, and I'm sitting in the bathroom and I'm looking at the wall, and down at the bottom, I could see that the mortar was changing colors. The water was actually, I guess it was wicking through the concrete. I don't know if that's possible. and it was going like under the bathtub and then come up right in front of the toilet bowl. And I'm looking at
Wow.
this. I said, "Why is that changing color?" And I kind of felt it. And it felt kind of damp. I said, "Oh crap, that's not good."
Jack says you're sitting on an underground spring.
And that was one thing that I thought about. What is the water table here?
Well,
If the water
I
table,
imagine it's not very low or high. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't imagine
well, I'm
your
thinking because
saturation. You guys, when it does rain, you guys get saturated when it rains. I mean, let's see what William and I, when I took William on his trip to West Virginia when he was 7 years old, and we were on a train. It was during the monsoon, and I have never, in West Virginia, it rains like a cow pissing on a flat rock. But I've never seen water running off the ground like I did when we were going through Arizona and New Mexico.
Yep.
I mean, the ground was so saturated, it was just pouring out of the ground.
No, the problem is it's so hard because
Yeah, because it's so dry. Yeah.
360 days of the year we have sunshine, so the dirt is constantly getting pounded with sunshine, so it dries out and it gets hard. I mean,
Oh yeah.
if you dig 2 inches down of the topsoil, you hit this stuff called caliche.
Yeah.
Okay, and caliche is almost like concrete. It is very hard to dig through. And because of that, because the dryness of the topsoil and the caliche, it can't drain. The soil does not absorb it, so it just runs off. And the amount of rain we had in the past couple of weeks was quite a bit. We probably had half.
Well,
of
I mean,
our,
it wiped out an eastbound section of the 10 in California.
Yeah, it was bad, and they're still predicting more. They're saying on the news, saying, "Oh, we only have 7 more days of monsoon season left."
Well, you got to get it all in then.
All right, John, keep on the lookout. I'm going to make you small right now.
Okay.
We're going to go down to the other camera, and we're going to see what's going on here. Let me put you up there like that. How about one like that? I think that one will work. All right, so guys, what we're going to do tonight, let me get my soldering iron going here. Sorry about the arms getting in the way. All right. Now, what Jerry did was a great tutorial on how to bend this flex track. But what I'm going to show you now is how I did my entire helix, and I do not have any kinks, and I have not had any derailments. Let me get this off here. So what you're going to need is a pair of Zurons, a file, and maybe a knife, some rail joiners, some flux, solder, and of course a soldering iron. So let me untangle some of this wire over here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to cut out I'm going to cut this off because there's a joiner on here that's already soldered on there, and I don't want to mess with it, so I'm just going to cut it. These are just 2 pieces of scrap track anyhow. All right, so use this side. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to cut a bunch of these ties out. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side.
Hey, wag. You might want to just go ahead and take me out of the picture, make yourself big, take the whole screen so you can see better.
All right, well, we can do that. Like that?
Yeah, that's better.
And I'll do this too.
Yeah, there you go.
And let me turn this around a little bit. The other way. All right. Is that a better view?
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay. So now that we've got the ties cut off, as you can see right there, and right there on that one, next thing we're going to do, actually, I'm going to take some more of the ties off. You can put these ties back on afterwards. What I do is I'll sand down the place that the rail sits in, and I'll just sand it down, just stick the tie under there and glue it down to the layout. Okay. So now the thing we're going to do is we are going to stagger these joints. So we're going to make one short. We're going to make this one short. And then we do the same thing on the other guy. Right here. All right. So now you should have something that looks like that. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to file down a little bit because these are going to have some burrs on them.
So how is it working with that stuff with no glasses on? I'm jealous.
What now?
I said, how is it working on things with no glasses on? I'm jealous.
I tell you what, John, it's like every time I walk from my living, when I'm going to sleep, I'm walking to my bedroom and I got my hand trying to pick up my glasses, and there's nothing there.
Oh, it's been a lifelong habit.
So really, I mean, I can't believe that all these years I've been wearing glasses when I didn't have to. Now, the only thing I'm not happy about is the coloration around my eyeballs.
Oh, yeah?
So I said to a couple people, I was making a joke out of it, right? I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cover my eyes and go sit out in the sun and get a tan on my face so it matches my eyes. All right, so now I have both of these all nice and smooth, so rail joiner should go right on with no problem. And you need to do this while the track is fairly straight. I mean, if you already have a curve in it, that's okay, but the last 6 inches should be straight, so you have a straight connection here. These rail joiners are like gold too.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I know I took 2 of them out.
Uh-oh.
I lost one. All right, there we go. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and put these rail joiners on. They should slide on really easy. There you go. There's one. Apparently, I didn't file this one down enough. Got a lot of static going on, John.
I've got a fan on.
Oh.
It's kind of warm in my room.
Got it.
See if I can probably move it a little bit farther away. Be right back.
There we go. All right, so now we will join both of these guys together. Okay, now both of you. Yes?
Derek's saying you need to wear your safety glasses while you're cutting track.
Hey, this is not a union shop, and I don't invite OSHA here. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to solder this joint that we just did. Get all kinds of stuff on there.
Now, do you solder on the outside or on the inside, or do you both? Do both?
On the outside of the rail, and if you do it right, it should sneak under the rail. And should solder on both sides of the rail. But I always start on the outside. All right. soldering gun. And I noticed that by dipping the soldering iron in the flux, it really cleans the tip up nice. Look at how nice and clean that tip is.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm going to raise the temperature up on this to, I have it at 385. We'll go to 390. All right, and so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and solder this guy together.
No fans needed in Illinois. It's 55. Kevin, it's 76 outside here and 80 in my room. They usually have the hottest room of the in the house during the summer months, and then when winter gets here, it's the coldest room in the house.
I seen Liza's new video that she put up with William and his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I just watched that today. That's pretty funny. Growing up, man.
Yeah, he is. 16.
2 years ago, he wouldn't have been talking about girls.
No. No. So yeah, that I'm the hobby is competing with that. So
well, that's how it was for most of us, right?
Well, that's true. Yeah, that and
when we got old enough to drive and with girls, you know, it was all good. All right, so
hey,
now
how are you?
We have the two sections soldered together. Now the thing is, with Jerry's tool, you can continue to bend this around. And you don't get a kink.
Oh, yeah.
My entire helix, all 75 pieces of flex track were done like that. So, Jerry, if you're watching, that's what I would recommend for you to do, because you will absolutely not wind up with any kinks on your curves. And I see lots of guys doing it when they already have the track curved and they're trying to solder it together, and it just doesn't work that way. You know, you wind up with kinks and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's my short little tutorial for tonight. Let me get back over here and let's see. What's Boxcar Jerry saying? Wow, 75. What is that?
I'm not sure if he's talking about temperature. Maybe, I don't know if it's warm out where he's at.
Oh, maybe temperature, yeah. Well, we had a cooling down break today. We only got up to 95.
Oh, nice. Now we're warming up out here a little bit. I'll call this Indian summer since it turned fall just a couple days ago or
Indian
a day ago.
Summer. That was always stupid. I always said, oh, it's Indian summer. Why did the Indian do something?
Oh, 75 pieces of track is what he was saying. Wow, about on your
yes. I am sorry. I'm sorry. It's 25 pieces of track. Sorry about that. 25 pieces of track at 3 foot per track at 75 feet. That's what I was trying to say. I have in my helix is 2.2 miles of scale miles of track, because an N scale every 33 feet is a scale mile. So
yeah, he says 25 is still a lot.
yeah, it's still a lot. But you know, this chair, you know, have one of those things that protect the carpet, you know.
Yeah.
I've had it so long that the wheels actually
sinking down into it.
And I have to move it. It gives me
I know that feeling.
So anyhow, I was thinking of doing something, and maybe you guys might like the idea. I would like to bring back Meet the Modeler. But what I would like to do with a little bit of a twist is the modeler that wants to join me on my show would have to have a video that he just did or she just did, and to set it up that we can watch that video on my live stream and we can talk about what he's doing in that video. So I don't know how that's going to work. I would like to do that. I mean, that's one way to promote somebody's channel, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So again, if any of you guys are interested in doing something like that, let me know. The video, just maybe like a 5-minute clip of what you're doing and how you're doing it or why you're doing it and blah, 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 blah. And you could be on the show live, and then I'll ask you to show the video and we'll show the video and then we'll talk about it. So that sounds good to you guys. My email address is, John, do you know my email address?
Oh, I don't have it right here. It should be.
I'll get it.
I have to go over. Let me go over my here. Where is it?
Oh, you stupid. Let's see. Yeah, that's 6951.
Oh. No, I don't want to do that.
All right, so if anybody's interested, I just posted my email address up there. And I just put it up on the screen. So if anybody is interested in doing something like that, let me know, because I think that would be pretty interesting and it would be pretty fun to promote somebody's channel. So anyhow, that's my thoughts. Once I have a license, I can do that. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Truck driving. Well, thank you, Mr. Kevin Brown. I appreciate that. And John, I thank you so much for your super thanks on my videos. I really do appreciate that.
Sure.
So far, it's been 3 videos that you've done that on, and I do appreciate that. And hopefully some people will follow your suit, do the super thanks on my videos. You guys know it takes money and time to put these videos together. So, any help that I can get would be cool. Anyhow, let's see.
And Hot Rod's saying what you were talking about doing the track goes the same for HO scale when you're.
Yeah, you can use that. I mean, Atlas track and Pico track does not stay bent when you bend it, and that's one of the reasons why I never went with those. Plus, their code 55 on the Pico was not a true code 55, and so I went with the code 55 microengineering. And I have a lot. Well, John, you know how much track I got on my layout.
You got a piece or two over there.
You think?
I don't know. Several boxes.
Yeah, a few.
How about a case?
Well, just think of this. If my helix got 25 pieces, imagine what the rest of the layout's got.
Yeah, right.
So anyhow, guys, this is a great way for you guys to wind up with pretty much other than using Kato Unitrack or whatever that track is called, to do a curve on a piece of flex track like this will almost guarantee you to have a bulletproof curve without derailments and stuff like that. So you can see when I bent that, there was absolutely no kink in that whatsoever. And
now, James Young is saying that he's got some ways to lay track a little different than what you're doing. All those years is still a great way. I have a different view on how to do it. Sometime I would like to show you all.
Yeah, well, that'd be fine. Like I said, if you have, and that would be a perfect thing to do a Meet the Modeler. Like James, if you've got some way to do his track differently, then do a short video on it, how you do it, and come on my show, and we'll put it up on the video. So we have 41 people in here right now. 41 people will see how to do that, and it will help somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the hobby's about, is to help each other out, showing tips, tricks, and techniques, and this and that and the other thing. I show you guys everything that I have learned along the way from different modelers, different people, so on and so forth. So what I know is I try to share it with you guys. And that's how I am, basically. Oh, Pico stays bent in HO. Okay, well, I didn't know that because I don't deal with HO.
I don't have any Pico track. All mine's Code 100 Atlas.
And you know, Rusty,
Except for the
you've got
turnouts for Pico.
Rusty saying that he's having a hard time getting code 55 track. It's not just you, Rusty. It's everybody. I tried to get number 7 turnouts when I was doing some turnouts on my layout, and I could not get number 7, so I had to go to a number 10, which worked out perfectly anyhow. With number 10s, you know, it's a perfect crossover turnout. But yeah, it's a major problem. You're right there, Mr. Ron Moen. Basically, you know, whatever I do here in N scale can be adapted to HO or whatever. I just wish that I could use my hands right now because, unfortunately, I cannot finish Mr. Roy Elton's build. I just can't put any pressure on my fingers. They all hurt. The arthritis is killing me. My wrist on this hand, my right hand is hurting me now. I think I got carpal tunnel on that. Getting old sucks.
Yeah, I'm trying not to, but it's not working too good.
Number 6 Atlas Mark V's, yeah, are hard to find. Those are HO Mark V's, I believe. And I appreciate that. I appreciate. Excuse me. Well, Rusty, if you do what I just showed you on, you will not have any kinks. Trust me. And sometimes it will vary. Let me put. Let's see, where can I put this? Sometimes it will vary how many ties you need to take out because when you start to bend this, one of the rails is going to move, and it may hit the next tie. So you may have to adjust taking off the ties as you go along to bend it. But like I say, you can always put the ties back in later on. If you want to get really technical about it and really tedious about it, if you don't cut, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but if you don't cut the rivet heads off of here, you can slide it back onto the rail if you're very careful and very diligent in doing it. But what I usually do is once the track is on the layout, I'll sand these rivet heads down and just slide it under the rail and just glue it down to the surface to the layout. So it works out just fine. Anyhow, tomorrow's video is going to be, like I said, part 4 of Mountains Come to the Helix. I'm kind of winding it down right now as far as the scenery park goes, and I'm going to start doing some other stuff in that area as far as lighting and telephone poles and stuff like that. So if you guys want to see how that's all done, tune into the video tomorrow and follow John's footsteps and do the super thanks. You know, even if it's just $2. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. I told you guys a couple of weeks ago that I have a threshold with Google, okay? On my super chats and whatever way money comes into me through Google. So last month, well, my threshold is $100. I have to make $100 or they don't send me any money. So after through 2 or 3 days after the month ends, I go and check out and see what it is, right? $99.97. And they didn't send me the freaking money because it was 3 cents short.
Mm-hmm.
So that's $100 in their bank account that's going to give them interest until next month.
Right.
You know? Holy crap, man! For 3 cents, you're not going to send me the money?
Yep.
Yeah. Anyhow, yeah. So yeah, that kind of really pissed me off. Oh, my strip lighting is falling down here. Yeah, I added some. I guess I can tell you guys. I added some strip lighting to where the Helix Mountains are now to light that up, and Dave and I added some fascia on there and everything like that. So it's starting to come together really nice.
Cool.
So, all right. Well, anyhow, guys, I appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. I'm going to call it good because my stomach is talking to me and saying, "Hey, stupid, when you going to feed me?" Yeah, I don't have lunch. I have breakfast, sometimes two breakfasts, okay, depending on what time I get up. Usually, if I get my 5 hours sleep and I'm up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I have a bowl of cereal. Then when 9 or 10 o'clock comes around, that's when I have my real breakfast. That's my bacon and eggs and potatoes and so on and so forth. But anyhow, from that breakfast until dinner, I don't have anything in between except junk food. I just pig out on stuff. Well, I appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys learned something tonight. It's very helpful to do it this way. And I had learned this trick. John, you probably know this person from one of my Australian friends, Fish Plate Films.
Oh, Greg. Yeah.
Greg. Now, he's the one who first did that staggered jointing. And it was just in time for when I was starting to build my helix. And I said, well, I'm going to try that on my helix. And you know what, John, you've been to my house so many times and run trains on my, how many times have we had any problems in my helix?
None.
I mean, yeah, sometimes I get a little stall in there. Maybe the track is dirty or whatever, but as far as derailments,
No.
Nope. Kevin, I started to do the Patreon thing, and I'm not really sure if I want to do it because I don't know what I have to do to keep Patreon customers or clients or whatever you want to call them, to keep them happy and keep them in with me. I mean, right now, as far as the membership goes, I have been posting a video once a month for the Dispatch One members. And they're not really getting any views, so I don't know what to do for Patreon. If you got some ideas, give me a call. We could talk about it because, I mean, that really pissed me off. For 3 cents, they would not send me that money. And if the thing is, I looked at it the day before and it was $100.32. And I said, oh, cool. All right, I'm going to get $100 this month. But then the next day when I looked at it, it was $99.97. So why'd they take that 30 cents away? I don't know.
All right. Everybody's saying good night. Good night, all.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to call it good tonight, guys. I appreciate everybody showing up. And like I said, I hope you guys got something out of this. Don't forget to watch my video tomorrow. It'll be noon Eastern time. And it'll be part 4 of the Helix Mountains.
At work tomorrow. So that'll give me something to watch.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm just doing oil changes this Saturday. I know what I'm in for. 31 appointments, so I know it's just all oil changes.
So do they come in? They just come up for the oil filter? Do they have an oil dispenser at each rack or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Except for our 040, the Corvette oil, they have to come see me.
Oh, okay.
It's too expensive to leave out there. You know those technicians.
Yeah, right. You know them guys.
If I get 040 or whatever for free,
whatever ain't screwed down is theirs, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Take it easy. I hope to see you all tomorrow on my video. If not, I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Have a good weekend.